Hey, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I pray that each of you are having a blessed and safe day. All is well with you. Everything is going great. And even if it's not, you're on the side of my voice watching this video, guess what? You have made it to a brand new day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, you have made it. And that right there is a blessing and miracle within itself. If this is your first time tuning into my YouTube channel, my name is Candace Brown. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also an author as well as a small business owner. Yes, but one day to be a huge business owner. I I do self-love and self-confidence coaching for all my ladies out there, all my queens, helping them take their mindsets from rags to riches. I'm about to go ahead and take them glasses out because they mess with my lashes, y'all. I tried to get cute today, but me and the glasses ain't working. But anyway, helping all my queens out there to discover the queen that's on the inside of them. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Ladies, you are a queen, okay? You are a queen. You are royalty. And guess what? You have the power to fix your crowns. Yes, you have the power to fix your crowns. Don't matter if they sliding off to the side. Don't matter if they crack, busted to pieces. It does not matter. You have the power to fix your crowns. So fix your crowns, ladies. And there are some of you out there. I don't know what y'all waiting over. There are some of you out there. Queens, you have not even picked up your crown. Sis, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? I need for you to bend down, pick up that crown, and walk like the fearless, bold, wonderful queen that you are, okay? I just want to say a special thank you to all of you that tune in to me all the time. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the shares, and I just thank y'all so much. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell so every time that I upload a video or podcast or anything, you will be notified. But special shout out to all my people that's been rocking with me for a while. Thank y'all so much. So today, something fell on my heart earlier this morning. And I was sitting there, I was thinking about this, and I said, Lord, a lot of times we don't understand stuff because we're always going off of what other people say. And I'm gonna explain this a little bit more because this is a lesson that I had to learn. And anytime that I learn something, I'm always willing to share with my fellow queens, with my fellow kings. I am always willing to share the wisdom and knowledge and the understanding, okay? So what I had to learn is this right here. I used to be one of those people that was always looking at somebody else's situation, not looking at my own situation, but looking at somebody else's situation and be so quick to judge. Oh my goodness, I be so quick to judge. Especially, let me tell y'all some real stuff about me. Especially last year, when I started becoming start coming into the knowledge of who I was, and even up until this year, that's something that God had to come in there and deal with me with, okay? And I felt like because I've came into who I was, everybody need to come into who they is. You need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this, and you need to don't do that over there, don't do this, don't do that. Listen, y'all, I had a whole mess going, okay? And God had to sit me down and explain. He said, listen, just because you have came into the knowledge of who you are, and me and you have a relationship, and me and you are on this journey together, that doesn't mean everybody else is going to be with you. Okay? Family, friends, loved ones, whoever. They're not going to be on the same thing that you're on, and you cannot make them. Okay? You can't make them. You cannot make anybody do anything. You are responsible for you. Okay, I'm going to say that again. You are responsible for you. You're not responsible for Susie, Sally, James, Paul, Tyrone, Gigi. You're not responsible for any of those people. You are responsible for your soul and your salvation. Okay? You can't make nobody do anything. All right? And sitting up there talking about them and judging them does not help the situation. Let me give y'all a prime example. I was dealing with a family member, and I'm like, oh, they don't need to do this, and they don't need to do that, need to do this, and why they ain't listening to me, and why this and why that. God said, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You cannot control what they do with their life. Let me tell you, he was like, let me explain something to you. You ain't always been the woman you are today. Have you always been this being? And I was like, no. He said, okay then. You had to go out there in the trenches. You had to go through the fire. You had to walk through the water. You had to go through some stuff. You had to endure trials and tribulations. You had to lose some people. You had to go through some stuff to become the woman that you are today. And I said, God, you right. He said, okay then. What I need for you to do is have tunnel vision on what I done told you to do. Focus on you. Get yourself together. Do what I done called you to do. Let me handle that. Okay? God was like, let me be God. And a lot of times that's our problem. We don't want God to be God. We want to be in God's spot. We want to take over. We say we trust God, but do we really trust God? Come on, somebody. Do you really trust God today with your situation? Okay? Do you really trust God with your children? Do you really trust God with your finances? Do you really trust God with your situation that you have going on? Do you really trust God? And he asked, he said, do you trust me? If you trust me, then take your hands off of it and let me do what I do best. Because that's what I specialize in. I know that the path that they're taking. Let me handle that. You need to get out of your own way. Get out of the way. And you need to go do what I tell you to do. He said, matter of fact, you need to go do some cleaning in your own house. And get your house in order. Okay? Y'all, come on. It's time for us to get our house in order. Listen, we don't want to be like Hezekiah when they called to say, get your house in order for you finna leave here. Hezekiah turned his face to the wall. He said, Lord, wait, God, have I not did this? Had I not? He went to praying. Some of us need to do like Hezekiah, turn our face to the wall and go to praying and ask for forgiveness. Tell God that we're sorry. We sorry. We trying to get in the way of what he doing. We trying to take his job. We're trying to do this and do that. He ain't even told us to do none of that stuff. I had to do the same thing. I said, Lord, I am sorry. You are right. Listen, if you see somebody out here on the wrong path and they out there, just encourage. All you can do is encourage them. All you can do is pray for them. Show them love. Don't be so quick to judge them and tell them what they need to do. They know what they need to do, but see, it's something on the inside of them that they battling with. See, I know people told me what I needed to do, and you need to do this and you need to do that, but I still didn't do it. I still didn't do it until I had a made up mind. And you got to realize, in order to get change, in order to see change, and you want to change, the first thing you got to do, you got to make it up in your mind that you want to change. If you ain't got no made up mind to change, it ain't going to happen. One thing that God, sometimes we don't understand God and the way that he operates, and that's okay. You got to be okay with why God do certain things the way he do. It ain't for you to sit there with why God move this way and why God don't do this. It ain't your job to sit there and worry about why God don't do what he do. He do everything for a reason. No questions asked, okay? You're going to have to come to the conclusion. You're going to have to get it in your heart, your mind, and spirit. Say, look, however you do it, God, have your way and leave it alone. Leave it alone, because I promise you, God knows all, he sees all, and he knows best. We think we know best because we done been out here on the field for 50 years, and we think we know this, but you don't know everything. You don't know everything, and you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay if, well, you know what, it didn't work out. God, hey, I'm all right. You got to be okay with that. One thing that I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, and he said this, you got to be okay with, hey, it didn't work, so I'm okay. Are you going to let that take you out of here? Come on. You going to let that situation take you out of here? I ain't letting nothing take me out of here, okay? I'm like, Paul, it's like this right here. What will separate you from the love of Christ? What is separating you right now from the love of Christ? What is it? What is it? Yeah, I know you had a rough life. Yeah, I know them folk walked out on you. Yeah, I know them folk disappointed you. Yeah, I know them folks threw you in the trash and told you was broke, busted, and disgusted. Yeah, I know they treated you wrong. Yeah, I know they robbed you of your happiness, joy, and love and peace. Yeah, I know things look rough right now. But Are you letting that separate you from the love of Christ? And why? Why you gonna let something like that? I'm like, Paul, no life, no death, no nothing, no principalities, no trial, no tribulation, no child, no man, no boy, no girl. Nothing will be able to separate me from the love of Christ. Nothing. And that's the attitude that you got to have. Even if, let me tell you something. Even if them people, they running rapid out at your loved ones. And God had to get me about this. Even your loved ones will disappoint you sometimes. And yes, you want them to come into the knowledge of who they are. But guess what? You got to be okay with. They not there yet. You got to be okay with it. You got to take your hand out the situation. And you got to let God do what he do best. Because I promise you, he taking them on a journey just like he took you on a journey. And that's what he had to explain to me. He will take you on this journey, but you got to trust him. And you got to have a made up mind. Listen, it's some things you just going to have to be content with. And some people are not going to change. They're not going to change. They may never come into the knowledge of who they are. They may never get on the right path, but that's okay. What you do? Show them love. Show them love. All you can do is just show them love. Don't judge them. Don't talk about them. Don't discredit them. Tell them they ain't nothing. They ain't gonna never be nothing. They this and that. See, they already hearing that out there. They already getting it from everybody else, and then you're their family or you that person that they're a friend or whatever, and you saying the same thing. You just this and you just that. Show them love. All you could do is stay in love because God is love, okay? And if you supposed to be a king or queen and you supposed to be a child of God, you supposed to show love no matter what. And yes, it's hard, I know, but I promise you, if you put God in a special place in your heart, God will teach you how to love them folks. He'll teach you how to treat them. And guess what? All you got to do is show love. That's all you got to do is show love. Express love every time that you get. Pray for them and show love. Lord, just take care of them. Let your will be done. And show love. And that's all you got to do. Okay? If they get it made up in their mind that they want to transform and they want to change their mind, they'll come to you. They'll come to you and explain what's going on. But if they don't never do it, be okay with it. Be okay with that. Be all right because you're going to be all right. You ain't going to let nothing separate you from the love of Christ. Because I'm going to tell you, all kind of distractions going to come your way. Especially when you coming into the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding of who you is. Everything going to be thrown your way. But it's tests. And you got to keep on going. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on striving. You got to pass them tests. You got to get to your ultimate goal. You got to do what God done told you to do. Okay? You can't be worried about if Cousin Lily over here don't get it right. All you can do is express your love and show love. You don't let nothing separate you from God. And half of us will get all upset, get blown all out of proportion. Well, God, you know what? They just ain't gonna. I'm just this, I'm just that. And I'm telling y'all some real stuff because I done been through this. And God, like, your focus is way off. I did not tell you to focus on that situation. I told you to do this right here. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And the reason why you can't go forward because you so focused on that. Take your hands off of that and let me do what I do best. Take your hands off of that situation. Let me handle that. I know what's going on. I see it. Let me do what I do best. So we got to trust God and say, hey, God, you know what? You got it. You got it. I'm going to go on. I'm going to go about my business. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to stay in my purpose. I'm going to do what you called me to do. And I'm going to keep going forward. But I'm going to show love. Tell them I love them. Tell them, hey, I love you. How you doing? Check on them. If you need something, let me know. Just show love. Just express love. That's all you got to do is show love. Don't sit there and be so quick to judge them. And, well, you need to quit doing that. Just show love. And that's to anybody, y'all. I'm telling you, if we would express love more than judge more, this world probably would be in a better place. But we are so judgmental. We be so quick to judge people because we think we got ourselves together. We think we got our life on lock. Baby, we ain't got nothing on lock. Okay? We all still out here learning. I know I am. I'm not no guru and all this here kind of stuff. I'm still learning to this day. So I have no room to judge nobody. Okay? If you come tell me some stuff in confidence and confidential, I'm not fit. You not finna get that out of me. Well, girl, you need to quit doing that. You need to stay home and you listen. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what your childhood was like. I don't know what your teenage years was like. I don't know if you went through some stuff. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. And I'm not finna sit here and lie, act like I do know. I mean, if you want to tell me that, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm not finna judge what girl you well, you know you don't need to be doing that. Listen, I don't know the journey that God take you on. I don't know. I don't know. On the journey I know about it is mine. And let me tell you something. Sometimes God will put the fog up because he don't let you see everything. Because a lot of the times if we see everything, ooh, Lord, I just, oh, God, how I'm going to do that? Lord, then you start down and worrying and stressing and all that stuff start coming in. That's why God got to give you little bit by little bit. Because he know if he show you the whole thing, you gonna stir away. You ain't going to do it. So he give you little bit by little bit. So I don't have time to be sitting over here worried about, trying to worry about you and stuff like that. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to inspire you. If you want to do better, that's great. If you at a state where you just don't know, hey, that's fine. We can pray together. Guess what, brother and sister? I'm just going to express love. I'm just going to show love. I have no room to judge nobody. That's just being honest. I don't have any room to judge anybody. Okay? No room, because I've had a rough past. I've been out there in the world. I done did some things that I'm not proud of. But guess what? It made me the woman who I am today. Okay, I wouldn't take nothing back for the world. Yeah, I had to go through a lot of stuff, but guess what? It was worth it. It was worth every second of it to get to where I am today. Okay, to get to where I am today. But I just want to come on here real quick and share that. Let's love one another, and let's just stop all the judging, because we don't know what people have gone through. Okay, and are you gonna let that separate you from Christ because you so bent up about, because they won't do what you tell them to do? They won't do what you say do. Who are you? You are not God. You are not God. And when you try to tell somebody what to do and you need to do this and nah. Listen. You can't control nobody. You can't control nobody. If God gave us free will, because God don't control us, we do this ourselves. If God done sat here and gave us free will, then why do we try to feel like we ought to be in control of people? God gave us free will. So you ain't got no business trying to control nobody. You tell your kids to sit down and do this and do that, and you discipline and this. But when they become grown and they out there doing what they want to do, hey, I tell my son all the time, when you get out there in the world, you'll see, but I'm not finna be calling you every 5 minutes. Jeremiah, you don't need to do that, and you need to do that. I'm not finna do that. I told him, I said, when you become a man, okay, mama ain't doing that, okay? It ain't my job to judge. It ain't my job to control you. I can't control you. God gave us free will. And when I'm trying to control you, I'm performing in witchcraft. That's control. That ain't what I do over here. I don't roll like that. Okay? Although we want them to do this right here and we know this is the best way, you got to back up, take your hands off of it, and let God do what he do best. All right, I'm going to let y'all guys go. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed, safe, and wonderful day, okay? This has been Coach Candace B, and I'm signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.